everybody. Today I'm going to show you a couple different cards that I've made with this set. It's called Blossoms in Bloom. Here's one that I just made the other day. I'm going to actually do this one, I think, on a Facebook Live so everybody can see how I did the stamping. And then I did this one. This is a card I made for my sister who needed a sympathy card. It's basically a very similar design to this one, but it's muted with some vellum. And then here are some cards that I used. Those two I used just the stamp set, but for these next cards, I actually used the bundle. I purchased the bundle, which was the Blossoms in Bloom set, along with the dies that coordinate. So this is, I know it's so hard sometimes on camera to see everything. So I'm going to turn this so that you can kind of see that this is a layer. So this is a die cut layer. And then I stamped the background. There's a background, and then this is layered over top of that. And then this card is also using the Blossoms in Bloom background image, this image right here, along with the one of the other die cuts. So there's two different image die cuts. This one right here that has a little bit more, it's a little bit more substantial. Let's see if you can see that a little bit. And then this one that is just a line, basically line art die. And then this is a very similar one to the first one. And then I've stamped some of the greenery, because on the first one I did not. I just stamped oh no, I did stamp the greenery. So it's just that there's a different, you can see this is on a little simpler. It's on the card base. And then this one has a card base and then a layer. All right, so let's get started. I'm not making any of these today. I'm making a whole another one that is only using the stamp set. And we're gonna use these are the pieces that we need. We need a 5 1/4 by 4 inch. This is this piece is called Mint Macaroon, this color. And then I need a 3 by 1/2 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock, as well as another 5 by 3 3/4 inch Whisper White. And then our card base is going to be the soft seafoam. I absolutely love these colors together. The soft seafoam, which is cut from an entire piece of an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and you cut it in the 5 1/2. You cut the 11-inch side at 5 1/2, and then you score at 4 1/4. So let's get started. Let me put these aside. We're going to ink up this image. This is a photopolymer stamp set. We're going to ink it up in Soft Sea Spray. Oh, I didn't tell you my inks. Soft Sea Spray. This is this is Seaside Spray. This is Soft Sea Foam. I'm mixing them. And then So Saffron. Okay, so we're going to start with the Seafoam Spray. Now, I will eventually get the names right. This is Seaside Spray. And when I have a large stamp like this, I actually ink it upside down because it's too hard to, what I tend to find if I ink it with this pad down like this and do this, is I get line images. It's just easier to control not getting that line because you're going up over it several times in different ways so that you don't get this line across the image that you're trying to create. So here's my cards. This is my 5 by 3 3/4, and I'm going to just stamp this right in the middle. And then you're going to want to put some pressure on this to make sure that it's evenly adhering to your cardstock. And then we'll peel that off. And there's our image. We're going to take this image and we're going to ink that up in our So Saffron and stamp the center of the flowers. Re-ink in between. Okay. And then to add a little bit of the green with our soft seafoam. Sorry, having trouble with my stamp pad. We're going to grab this leaf image, ink it up, and I'm putting it kind of right in the creases between the flowers on the outside edge. There we have it. Okay. Now this is going to be adhered to our mint macaroon cardstock, and I am using my snail adhesive. We have a new adhesive that I will show. I'll be debuting in another video. I have my snail adhesive. I still have a lot of snail adhesive left over, so I'm going to use that until it's gone. So this is this ribbon I just absolutely love. This came in a pack. I'm using two of the ribbons that come in this pack. So it's called Flowers for Every Season Ribbon Combo Pack, and it comes like this with the 3 different ribbons. It has this white ribbon. Then it also has this gingham and then some twine. Now, the gingham is actually, it's the color that they used for the gingham is called Jade, which is one of the in color, from one of the in color collections for, actually it's the 2021-22 or 2022 in color pack. But I think it coordinates really well with the mint macaroon from this as well. So we're gonna just tie a knot here. We're gonna wrap it around these two, this layered piece. We're gonna tie a knot. You can tie a bow if you want. I just know that some of my customers get very anxious when I ask them to tie bows. So typically I tie a knot. It would be really cute with a bow as well. And I'm just trimming off the extra pieces of the ribbon. Okay, and then we're gonna take our 3 by 1/2 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock, and you can do whichever sentiment you want. We have happy birthday, thinking of you isn't gonna fit on there, and sure do miss you won't, but you could do happy birthday, hello, thank you, I like you a lot, and get well soon. I think I am going to do a happy birthday, because I always need birthday cards. And this is really easy to adhere, these photopolymers. They're very sticky. Just set it down on your clear block. And then I'm going to ink it up in the Seaside Spray. And I'm going to, actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to take our punch. I love this. This is Pretty Labels punch. And you'll notice that it has several different pieces. And there's 2 different images that it'll punch out. So this is so that you can cut them to different sizes. This 1/2 inch fits right in the bottom. And you just stick it all the way in. And then you punch it. Oh, you know what? I don't have that layered right. There we go. It's just a little, I must not have cut this exactly to 1/2 inch. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. There we go. Get rid of my junk, my trash. Okay, so now that I have that cut, I'm going to ink up the happy birthday. Stamp it right down there, like that. I'm gonna get a little hole. I'm going to thread the ribbon, the twine, really, through the hole. I'm sorry, I didn't realize this wasn't on camera. There we go. And then I'm going to tie this around the ribbon, the gingham ribbon. and just tying this in a knot. Okay, so it's gonna look like that. And then I'm gonna take our soft seafoam card base and then just simply adhere put some snail adhesive right onto the back of this. Line it up, and there you have it. There's the happy birthday card. The one I showed on the image was a get well soon one. All right, happy stamping. If you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with me.